afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. Two of the league's craftiest starters go head-to-head next. Jordan Zimmermann, the right-hander from the state of Wisconsin, is on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Up next for the Rangers, Delino DeShields. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way. And our first pitch is taken for ball one as we are officially underway from Comerica Park. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the third game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
2 balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Now to the plate, Logan Forsythe. Past history with Jordan Zimmermann. He's hitting .437. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Forsythe, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
To 1-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Digging in, Elvis Andrus, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early in the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Castellanos is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now at the plate, Justin Smoke, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there at the letters 0-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Comes set, the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
The set and the 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. The Tigers coming up. No score. Mike Minor, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right there for strike 1. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 25 driven in. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazzara over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He comes in hitting over 320, and to carry that kind of average, that's awfully impressive. People start to take notice. I'm noticing right now, so let's see if he's able to show us some of that hot hitting in this one.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
From the stretch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Roll, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Line towards center field. And that'll get over the wall. So forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Here's the first pitch to him. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. In his career against Mike Minor, he's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. A bouncer up the middle. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So stepping in, Jeimer Candelario. And the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. He's set. Here it comes. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
Cabrera at second with 2 down. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. Tigers lead this one 1-0. Here's Rougned Odor now. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a real treat today. Guys, what can we expect from the matchup?
Well, Matty, these are 2 guys that aren't hard throwers. They're more touchy-feely guys. Hard, soft, up, down, in and out, D-row. And these are the kind of guys that can really frustrate you when you're in that batter's box.
100%, Dan. When you got a flamethrower on the mound, he's going to live and die with his good stuff. But when you got a finesse guy out there, you step out of the box and a lot of different thoughts start entering your mind. What should I sit on? This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Daniel Norris comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Daniel Norris.
Late square, and this is popped up. Candelario is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Mazara doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. Castellanos back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Coming to the plate now, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Softly hit to short. Mercer is up with it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in now, Nico Goodrum.
Leading up
And he's
for the
carrying a
Tigers,
batting average of just over
second
300.
baseman,
So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. High in the air out to center field. DeShields is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Here comes the first pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider. One out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Interesting pitch selection right there. In off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Forsythe is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Mikey Matuk to bat next. First pitch of the at-bat. Slider laid off for a ball. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High pop-up. Cabrera on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. At the plate, Shin-Soo Choo, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Shin-Soo Choo.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 28, Jet.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up to hit next, it'll be the catcher, Jet Bandy. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Rangers still searching for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
On the mound, he might have let up a little bit knowing the fact he was facing the 9-hitter, but you just can't do that. Goes to show there are no weaknesses in any of these lineups.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up to the plate, Logan Forsythe. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And that misses. 2-1. All even now, 2-2.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. But the Rangers battle back to tie things up on this solo home run. We played 2.5, all even now at 1-1. Into the box now, Grayson Greenier. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Great set. Liner.
Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Greenier, a native of South Carolina. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Popped up. Cabrera is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
Number 7.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Oklahoma State product, Jordy Mercer. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2-hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
0-2 to Jordy Mercer.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Minor has his target. Here it is on 0-2. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac with you in the booth for this one.
Andrew.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's dead center for strike 1. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
0-2 is the count.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Liner toward right center, and that will be a base hit for Andrus.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. In there, and it's even at 1. A 2-1 count to the Rangers first baseman.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do they have so many options at their disposal right now.
In now, Rougned Odor, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. There's one on to first, and they get the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. First pitch of the at-bat, and he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play, but don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rangers leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Striding in once again, Miguel Cabrera, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
That misses 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Headed after it is Mazzara. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 9.
Nick Castellanos now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. This one's down to third. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Candelario, originally from New York State. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Castellanos stands at first with 1 out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Well, a 3-2 count and a guy that handles the bat up at the plate. This is a great time to put that runner on first in motion.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Stepping in now, Nico Goodrum, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He's set, and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Pause. And the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is DeShields. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the runner will score from second. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mato as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Matuk is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Minor sets. Here's the 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Tigers lead it. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for
all right, thanks, Heidi.
The third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. 2 balls and a strike. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The 2-2. Lifted into center field. Matuk has a play. Makes the play, 1 away. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Stepping into the box, Shin-Soo Choo hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
No balls and 1 strike. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He homered back in the third inning in this one. The 1-0 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ball game for the Rangers. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Delino DeShields would be next. The 3-1. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rangers set down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Striding in, Grayson Greenier. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazara's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, John Hicks. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hard on the ground toward short, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the Oklahoma State product, Jordy Mercer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Minor ready with a 1-2, and he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. 1 there. On to Smoke in time for an inning-ending double play. Tigers fail to make any noise as the lead remains 3-1. Digging in once again, Delino DeShields. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Ran it in on him as this is bounced towards short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, left fielder.
So striding in, Logan Forsythe. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
The bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter,
Here's Elvis Andrus now.
Elvis Andrus.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And this catches the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stewart has a play. And that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They still trail it here 3-1. Next up for Detroit, Miguel Cabrera. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Miguel Cabrera.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 home. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The right fielder, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that'll be all now for Mike Minor. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Matt Bush takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 51, Matt Bush.
Nicholas Castellanos will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. The 1-0 pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Jeimer Candelario will be next. Cabrera on at first. Nobody out. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping in, Jeimer Candelario. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Now batting.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box now, Nico Goodrum batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Kristen Stewart, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. Make it 5-1. And he's safe.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mikey Mata.
Standing in, Mikey Mata, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Big curveball for the strikeout there. That came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In now, Grayson Greenier, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike two. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. To Shields will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We're through 6 full. It's the Tigers 5 and the Rangers. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Here's Justin Smoke now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
First delivery to him on the way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Ready once again, Rougned Odor. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Right side. Oh, what a play. He's up with it. The throw to second for 1.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Standing in now, Nomar Mazara, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect
Now
most
batting,
pitches to be
third
down in
baseman.
the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0 hit to short. Mercer has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One left for Texas. They're down 5-1. Jesse Chavez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jesse Chavez.
At the plate, John Hicks.
Leading
So
up
far, 2
for
for
the
3
Tigers.
in this one.
The designated hitter, John Hicks.
And now a pitch on the way. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they'll apply the tag here for the out. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Ready for another shot now. Jordy Mercer. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Softly hit to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Up next for the Tigers.
So digging in now, Miguel Cabrera, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They lead this one, though, 5-1. To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Shin-Soo Choo. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and tipped what the pitcher gave.
into the box now, Jeff Bandy, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Good curveball on the inside black.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Little chopper back to the mound. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Delino.
So striding forward now, Delino to Shields, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First offering on its way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
1-1's the count.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up and it says 0-2.
Pitch on the way. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
Two pitches fouled away. Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Up next for the Rangers, the left fielder, Logan Forsythe.
Ready for another chance? Logan Forsythe. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1-for-3. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Nope,
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rangers leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Zach Curtis is on the pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For Texas, number 50, Zach Curtis.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos.
Leading
He'll
up
get things
for the
started now in the
Tigers,
bottom of inning number
the
8.
right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
In there, no balls and a strike. Castellanos stands at second with no outs. Heading out towards shallow right. Mazzara has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Nico Goodrow. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. The 1-0 home is taken below the zone for a ball. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling. And it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time. But if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Hit in the air to center field. On the move is DeShields. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Now digging in to try it again, Kristen Stewart. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Okay, sack. Foul ball to left, strike 2. So, what's he been up to, Leon? Anything? Type it in the chat. Type 1 in the chat if you guys are here. Strike 2. Ball 2, excuse me.
Even at 2-2. When a pitch is close to working through a quick
Sack.
you really need to grind out some attacks. He's done a good job of that, and that's really
pay it forward and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. 5 ball to left center field again, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. In the series finale from the weekends and on the weekends. Tigers leave 1. As we go to top of the 9th, Tigers holding on to a 5-1 lead. As the Tigers defense will bring somebody else to the mound. Hold on a second. As they'll be bringing in center fielder Zoe Jimenez. Zoe Jimenez making his 20th game of the season. 9 saves, 1.80 ERA, and 19 strikeouts. Leon in the chat says, I hear you now. I've been okay. It's just had trouble sleeping lately. So, what's been troubling you, buddy? Anything? I mean, what's having you not? I mean, is there any particular reason why you haven't been sleeping good this week? I mean, for the last 3 days, I had to work 3 9-to-5s each. Yesterday, Thursday, and Wednesday, as we speak. Here comes Dustin Smoke. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Is there any particular reason on that? Strike 1.
There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. I'm also looking noisy ass neighbors. Oh, those bastards? Oh, wow. Check swing and he struck him out. Now second out for the Rangers offense. Time is running out for the Rangers offense in the series finale. From the weekends and on the weekends. But Leon, question for you. Well, Love and I have thought of a good situation. Since Titanic and the others are going to be out of commission. Like Phantom of the Opera. Swing and a miss, strike one. Last chance for the Rangers offense. Adore is 0 for 3. Metropolitans. Here comes Jimenez. Ball 1. So we have it narrowed down to 2, buddy. I mean, you can give him, I want you to make a tough reason behind this. Ball 2. Would you go with Men in Black for the Idol or The Greatest Showman? Ball 3. Subtlety, hashtag I am the greatest on deck. No more Mazzata is on deck. Strike 2. Last chance for the Rangers offense in the series finale. A 3-2 count by Jimenez. Fly ball to right center field. Any particular reason why? And to right center field, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center field. 15th home run by Adore. 407 feet as the Rangers cut the Tigers' lead. It's 5-2 Tigers. Top of the ninth with 2 outs. Pittsburgh Pirates visiting the Astros 4-3. Any particular reason, Leon? Any reason why you would not go with The Greatest Showman? Because my love and I put a good sell when we were at a couple of good neighbors' place earlier this week. It's a pitch by Jimenez. Foul ball to right, strike 1. Nomar Mazzata, he's 0 for 3 for strikeout in the 7th. Sack swing, strike 2. Last chance for the Rangers offense in the series finale.
Down to their final strike in this one.
And he struck him out. And the Tigers get the rubber mats in the series finale, guys, in the set. Tigers won the first one 8-6. Rangers won the second one 7-4. And now the Tigers going up to 33 and 46 of the season. As the Tigers hold on to win 5-2. Tigers going up to 33 and 46. Tigers had 9 hits. Rangers had 7 hits and 1 error. Leon in the chat says, I heard AEW premiering on TNT on October 2nd, but yesterday they did a sneak peek premiere. It was just, they did a sneak peek premiere. They were just talking about the pay-per-view. Question for you, Leon, before we continue on this. Are you gonna be watching AEW All Out, like the main event for sure? Chris Jericho versus Hangman Page to determine the first AEW World Champion, by any chance? I mean, AEW does sound pretty good, but it all depends. Men in Black is a good series. I like the old school Men in Black. Is there any reason why you would not go with The Greatest Showman? Because my love and I put on a good sell earlier this week. Besides, I'm fucking prepping for the Final Fantasy VIII remake by... I've been hyping so much enhanced for Final Fantasy VIII remake. And I bet, Leon, that pause is going to show up, but I highly doubt it. Besides, Monster Hunter World is going to be removed by Final Fantasy VIII Remake by next week. By next week for sure. So, it is a good reason why that Final Fantasy VIII Remake, it's something that I'm going to be starting from scratch on the I Am a Creator Weekly schedule over Monster Hunter World, since I've only done 2 episodes 2 specific episodes because of online play. But as for my body chaotic, he has been trying to get better. Joined Zimmerman sustained an injury, dislocated shoulder, during today's game. It appears he'll be out for about 2 to 3 months. As you guys can see in the chat. As we simulate the other scores, you guys can continue your questions as much as you guys can.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League
About the Idol and also Night to Sign as well. If you guys don't mind. The Metropolitans going up to 34 and 46, sending the Phillies down to 47-35. Final score 8-6, 17 hits and 1 error. Lugo with his first win. Familia with his 19th save of the season for the Mets. Tampa Bay Rays going up to 40 and 42, sending the Twins down to 39 and 41, 4-2 with 12 hits. Nebo with his 3rd win. Alberto with his 19th save of the season. Pittsburgh Pirates going up to 37 and 42, sending the Astros down to 49 and 33, excuse me. 5-3 with 7 hits. Call with his 2nd win. Vasquez with his 18th save of the season. Milwaukee Brewers going up to 35 and 46 over the Mariners 2-1, 8 hits and 1 error. Woodruff his 5th win. Hatter with his 12th save of the season. Chicago Cubs going up to 49-32 over the Braves 2-1 with 5 hits. Sisak with his 4th win of the season. Washington Nationals. Leon says, I seen YouTubers talk about it. A new Resident Evil named Project Resistance. I don't think I've heard about that. I don't think I've ever heard about it. Let me double check real quick, so I can double check here. Like I said, I still have the oh, hold on, is it Revenations? Is it Revenations? Oh, damn it, it's not. Hold on, let me double check. Project Resistance. Let me double check that. Okay, Polygon says, quote, Capcom teases new Resident Evil game, Project Resistance at the Tokyo Game Show. So apparently, it's a new chapter? Oh, okay. Well, I do have the 4th, 5th, and 6th one, but I barely play any more of them. But that might be up to something. I mean, that might be up to something pretty well done in hand. But if it comes down to it, it all depends. But I'll see what I can do for sure. I have a good possibility, most likely. Nationals going up to 45 and 36 over the Marlins, 4-3 with 10 hits. Max Scherzer, former Detroit Tiger, with his 9th win. Doolittle with his 21st save of the season. LA Dodgers going up to 45 and 38, shut out the Rockies down to 47 and 36. 9-0 with 11 hits. Maeda with his 6th win of the season. San Francisco Giants going up to 34 and 47 over the Diamondbacks down to 39 and 44, shutout. 12-0, 14 hits and 1 error. Bob Gardner with his 6th win of the season. And the Angels going up to 40 and 42, sending the A's down to 47-36, 7-4 with 11 hits and 2 errors. Ohtani with his 3rd win. Allen with his 25th save of the season. So the Tigers got a win back. They will be hosting the Washington Nationals sometime by next week, maybe. But it all depends. But I'm going to have my good hands full. My great hands full for the Final Fantasy VIII next week. And with Leon, you know I am by now. It's going to be coming out on September 3rd. And then on the 13th, the week after that, I'm going to be picking up Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3, however, that'll be taking over Borderlands 2 for Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Leon says, I heard from Row Network Channel first. That's not bad. But give me your thoughts on that, what you pretty much think. As we look at the standings, Tigers going up to 33 and 46, as they are now 5.5 games behind the Twins. Indians got a loss back, down to 33 and 47. Royals also got a win back, going up to 44 and 37, as they are only a half game behind the White Sox, losing 6 consecutive games, down to 44 and 36. It'll be interesting the way it goes from here, as we speak. The Astros losing 2 consecutive games, down to 49 and 33. Athletics lose 3 games in a row, down to 47 and 36. As it almost gets to the time to the All-Star break. But it all depends how that's going to go from there completely at this point. The only win that's been on the American League West is the Angels, going up to 40 and 42. As we look at the American League wildcard race in the chat, Athletics, Royals, Yankees, Blue Jays, Angels, Orioles, Mariners, Indians, Tigers, Rangers, and the Twins. The list goes down below for the other stuff. The Phillies are tripping a little bit more than they usually can have in the National League East. I think my love has seen that. My love has seen that plenty of times. Leon in the chat says, I am watching classic City City Bang Bang. My love has seen that. My love has seen that classic before. Titanic is one of the big classics of all time. Most likely in the order. Hold on a second. But the thing about Resident Evil, that does sound pretty cool. Sound quite cool if it comes down to it. Most likely. The other movies that, well, next week. I'm also going to speculate about this too, Leon, in the chat. I'm also going to be getting a couple things as well coming out of iTunes that my sound maker wants me to buy. I'm not even debating even close, but there's a couple movies I'm going to be buying on the way to Washington, D.C., which you guys already know. I'm going to be out of town by September 20th to 24th of the I Am a Creator community, so I will not be live for that entire week. But the couple movies that I'm going to be getting coming out of iTunes store next week is going to be The Man in the Iron Mask and the one and only, that starts with an A, Aladdin. I'm going to be getting Aladdin as well. Aladdin is actually out right now for Blu-ray and DVD. If you guys do not have a copy, well, Love and I are going to be getting the first part unlocked and see how that goes from here and clear, and see what happens from now completely. The Lion King doesn't come out till maybe another month or two, so it all depends how that will go. Thank you, James Cox, for doing that for me, buddy. That's my brother for you. So it all depends. As the Phillies are a game and a half ahead of the Nationals, but the Nationals have won 3 games, going up to 45 and 36. So the Nationals were going to continue to 3 wins and steal the Phillies thunder, going down to 47 and 35. 7 games scared by the Marlins, down to 36 and 44. And the Metropolitans winning 6 games, and so even things up with the Braves for the 37 and 46 record of the season. As you guys can see in the chat. Excuse me. So anything can still happen with wins for the Mets, scared for the Marlins, and the winning streak for the Nationals. So we'll see how that plays out in the National League East. The Reds going up to 50 and 29 with a winning percentage of .633 And so 2 games ahead of the Cubs. Cubbies are not down yet, going up to 49 and 32. The I Am a Creative Community weekly schedule. 2 wins each between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cardinals, going up to 43 and 37. So this is actually a good lineup so far for the National League Central. And so a lot of these teams are looking to continue their winnings as good as they can get. See how it plays out from here to the latest. The Rockies have lost 2 games, going down to 47 and 36. Dodgers getting a win back as they are only 2 games behind the Rockies, going up to 45 and 38. 2 wins in a row for the Giants, going up 34 and 47. 3 wins in a row for the Padres, going up 33 and 47 as well. So the Padres are going to continue their 3 wins. 2 wins by the Giants as well in the National League West, excuse me. As we look at the National League wildcard race in the chat, guys, the same with you, Leon. We got Cubs, Nationals, Dodgers, Cardinals, Diamondbacks, Pirates. Bottom list, Padres, Giants, Brewers, Mets, Braves, and the Marlins. Now this list. The Boston Red Sox going up to 50 and 33 of a winning percentage of .602. That's right, .602. As they are only 5.5 games over the Yankees, going up to 44 and 38 of the I Am a Creative Community. But I know what the big challenging deal for the Yankees. They want to take over the Red Sox. That's what their feeling could be. And I don't think it's a bad idea, taking any control whatsoever. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below in the chat what you guys think. The Blue Jays have 2 consecutive game losses. Down to 43 and 38, as they're only a half game behind the Yankees. 2 wins in a row between the Rays, up to 40 and 42. And a 7-game skip for the Orioles, as they are just terribly falling apart. But look at that, they're only 12 games behind the Rays, down to 28 and 54. As they only won 2 games out of the last 10 games over Monster Hunter World as we speak. You let me know in the chat what you think. A lot of you guys of the I Am Creative Weekly schedule, you guys tell me in the chat what you guys think. I just think it'll be a good medically cleared. But it all depends when that's going to go historically. Hold on. And that's going to do it. Yep, Zach is the greatest. What do you think, Leon, in the chat? Final Fantasy VIII Remake for Thursdays and Fridays. I'll tell you guys in a moment. Guys, that's going to do it for episode 79 of the I Am a Creative Weekly schedule of MLB 19. The Tigers won the series finale over the Texas Rangers, held on to win 5-2. So the Tigers are now 3 and 46 of the season. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19, tweet it out, Sarah comment, add it to a playlist. The more we bring in guys to the community and to pay it forward and be rewarded most of the time, the more we all grow, win, and make a difference together. Next week, remember September 3rd, I will be owning Final Fantasy VIII Remake, because I will be redeeming this code in just a little bit once this episode is over. But tweet it out. But remember, we watch our videos in full. We like the videos. We tweet them out, share them. We add them to a playlist. I will be doing that next week. Remember, I am off the 3rd, guys. I'm off the 5th on a Thursday, and then I'm off Friday on the 6th. That will be next week. But I'm going to have a lot of you guys' help. Leon, you're going to be one of them. I'm expecting Alice to get her ass in there. Hopefully. I'm expecting a lot of people in the chat when I do the series premiere of Final Fantasy VIII, because you guys will be getting every single episode from scratch, Thursday and Fridays every week. Monster Hunter World will be deleted by the time I have Final Fantasy VIII. Borderlands 3 will be taking over Borderlands 2 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays by the 13th. The 13th will be on a Hold on, okay, what fucking day is the 13th? Oh yeah, it's gonna be on a Friday. But you guys will get the series premiere of that possibly by the 17th, maybe the 17th, or maybe on a Wednesday. But it all depends what's going to be going down from there. If you guys have any questions about the Idol, anything about the Idol, but remember, keep your votes going. Keep your votes going. Men in Black versus The Greatest Showman. I want the others of the I Am a Creator to keep your votes going. Yeah, got that right, Leon. I want Alice to get that. I want her ass to come in. The CFC is going to be joining Final Fantasy VIII next week. That'll be every Thursdays and Fridays next week. But on the 13th, I will be doing Borderlands 3, the premiere, and that'll be for every Tuesdays and Wednesdays after I get it. One more thing. I will be live tomorrow night after 8 because my love wants to be alone most of the time, but I don't think it'll be a bad, simple idea, but it all depends what's going to be happening closely. If you guys have any questions, pay it forward, guys. Be rewarded, tweet out the live stream, share it, add it to a playlist. The more people we bring in, the more we all grow and make a big difference. That are loving, caring, and sharing each other's great content as we speak. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Now the Tigers are now 33-46. Tigers won the first one 8-6. Rangers won the second one 7-4. And the Tigers held on to win the series finale 5-2. Now the Tigers will be staying in Detroit. They will be hosting the Washington Nationals soon for this month. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you, Leon, for stopping by, buddy. We have to get Alice to come in here to talk about Final Fantasy VIII. Chaotic World's going to be busy as well. And thank you, Lucky, for stopping by. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you, Leon. Have a nice day to you, buddy. Be good to one another. Be kind to one another. And love one another. And I will see you guys later. Hopefully tomorrow night when I do baseball. The Tigers are now 33-46 of the season. As they will be hosting the Washington Nationals and the 3-game series. You guys have a good day. And stay hydrated. The temperature is not going to be that bad at all either. Thanks, guys. Be careful.